Cameras, they're everywhere. We carry them in our pockets, mount them on our dashboards, even send them into the depths of space. They capture our lives, from the mundane to the magnificent. But how often do we stop and think about the intricate technology that allows us to freeze a moment in time? How do these devices, often taken for granted, actually work? Imagine a single ray of light. It travels millions of miles from the sun, bounces off an object, and enters a camera lens. This simple act, repeated billions of times, is the foundation of photography. We'll trace the path of this light as it's bent by lenses, focused onto a sensor, and transformed into digital information. Along the way, we'll uncover the ingenuity of engineers who've dedicated their lives to perfecting this process. Our story begins long before the invention of film, in a time when capturing an image seemed like magic. Imagine a darkened room with a small hole. Light passes through, projecting an inverted image of the outside world. This is the camera obscura, Latin for dark chamber. Its principles were known to ancient civilizations, mentioned by Mozi in China and Aristotle in Greece. The year is 1839. Paris is abuzz with excitement. A new invention, the daguerreotype, promises to do the unthinkable: permanently fix an image onto a surface. Developed by Louis Daguerre, this process used silver-plated copper plates treated with iodine vapor. When exposed to light, these plates captured an image, albeit with a lengthy exposure time. The daguerreotype was a revelation. For the first time, people could possess their own likenesses, preserved in time. The era of photography had begun. Section 3. The Digital Revolution, Pixels and Beyond. The 20th century witnessed continued advancements in film technology, with faster films, smaller cameras, and the rise of color photography. But a new revolution was brewing on the horizon, a revolution driven by the power of digital technology. In 1975, an engineer at Kodak named Steve Sasson invented the first digital camera. This bulky contraption, weighing 8 pounds and capturing black and white images at a resolution of 0.01 megapixels, was a far cry from the sleek digital cameras we know today. Section 1. Light, the painter of images. At its heart, a camera is a device that captures light. But what is light? This ethereal phenomenon that allows us to perceive the world around us. Light, my friends, is a form of electromagnetic radiation, a wave that carries energy through space. But light is also a particle, a tiny packet of energy called a photon. It's this dual nature of light, both wave and particle, that makes photography possible. When light strikes an object, some of it is absorbed and some is reflected. Section 2. The lens, bending light to our will. Let's talk about lenses, those ingenious pieces of glass that manipulate light. A lens is a curved piece of optical material that bends light. This bending allows a lens to focus an image. A convex lens converges light rays to a focal point. Section 3. The sensor, from photons to pixels. Now, we come to the heart of the digital camera, the sensor. This is where the magic truly happens, where light is transformed into digital information. The sensor is essentially an electronic grid, divided into millions or even billions of tiny light-sensitive elements called pixels. When light strikes a pixel, it frees electrons, creating an electrical charge. The strength of this charge is proportional to the intensity of the light. The sensor then measures the charge of each pixel, converting it into a digital value. Section 1. Silicon, the heart of the digital age. Our journey into the heart of a camera takes us deep into the earth, to the mines where silicon, the bedrock of the digital age, is extracted. Silicon, the second most abundant element in the Earth's crust, is found in sand, quartz, and a variety of rocks. But the silicon used in camera sensors isn't just any silicon, it's highly purified, with impurities measured in parts per billion. This ultra-pure silicon is grown as single crystals, cylindrical ingots that can weigh hundreds of pounds. Section 2. Glass, a window to the world. Glass, that transparent wonder, plays a crucial role in cameras, forming the lenses that bend and focus light. It's optical glass, carefully formulated to meet exacting standards of clarity and refractive index. Beyond silicon and glass, a symphony of materials comes together in a camera. Metals, chosen for their strength and durability, form the camera body, providing a robust housing for the delicate components within. Aluminum alloys, prized for their lightweight yet sturdy nature, are often used in camera bodies, while magnesium alloys, even lighter and stronger, find their place in professional-grade cameras. Stainless steel, known for its corrosion resistance, is used in lens mounts and other critical areas. Before a camera ever clicks its first shutter, before a single lens is ground or a sensor fabricated, it begins as an idea, a spark of inspiration in the minds of designers and engineers, driven by a desire to capture the world in new and innovative ways. The design phase is where form meets function, where aesthetics intertwine with ergonomics. Designers consider the camera's intended use. Will it be a pocket-sized companion for everyday photography, a rugged tool for adventurers, or a precision instrument for professionals? With the initial design concepts finalized, the next step is to bring those ideas to life through prototyping. Prototyping is where theory meets practice, where designers and engineers can test their ideas and identify potential challenges before committing to mass production. Early prototypes might be rough approximations of the final product, created using 3D printing or traditional machining techniques. These prototypes allow designers to evaluate the ergonomics, the button placement, the overall feel of the camera in hand. Section 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Prototyping and testing go hand in hand. Throughout the design process, rigorous testing is conducted to ensure that the camera meets the highest standards of quality, reliability, and performance. Engineers push the camera to its limits, simulating real-world conditions to identify and address any weaknesses. Cameras are subjected to extreme temperatures, from the frigid cold of Arctic landscapes to the sweltering heat of deserts, evaluating their performance in challenging environments. They're tested for durability, dropped from various heights, subjected to vibrations, and exposed to dust and moisture. Section 1. A symphony in glass crafting the perfect lens. The journey of a camera lens, those marvels of optical engineering, begins in a realm of intense heat and meticulous craftsmanship. It's here, in specialized glassmaking facilities, that raw materials are transformed into the transparent wonders that shape the light we capture. Optical glass, unlike its ordinary counterparts, is meticulously formulated to meet exacting standards. Its composition, a closely guarded secret of each manufacturer, determines its refractive index, the degree to which it bends light, and its dispersion, how it separates white light into its component colors. Section 2. Grinding and polishing, the pursuit of precision. From the fiery crucible of the glass-making furnace, we move to a realm of precision engineering, the grinding and polishing shop. Here, the rough blocks of optical glass are transformed, their surfaces meticulously shaped to create the lenses that will one day focus light with incredible accuracy. The process begins with grinding, a subtractive process where material is removed to achieve the desired shape. The glass blanks are mounted on rotating spindles, brought into contact with diamond-impregnated grinding wheels that wear away the surface with incredible precision. Our lens elements, now meticulously ground and polished, might seem ready for their photographic debut. But there's one crucial step remaining: the application of anti-reflective coatings. These thin layers maximize light transmission and minimize unwanted reflections. Reflections can degrade image quality, reducing contrast and introducing glare or ghosting. Anti-reflective coatings minimize these reflections, allowing more light to pass through to the sensor. Our exploration of a camera's inner workings takes us to a realm of unimaginable precision, where the heart of digital imaging, the image sensor, is brought to life. This journey begins deep within the Earth, where silicon is found. Extracted from quartzite, it's subjected to rigorous purification processes. The silicon wafer, a blank canvas of sorts, is now ready for one of the most critical steps in sensor manufacturing, photolithography. This process, borrowed from the semiconductor industry, is akin to creating an incredibly detailed photograph on a microscopic scale, using light to etch intricate patterns onto the wafer's surface. The wafer is coated with a photosensitive material called photoresist. A mask containing the blueprint for the sensor's circuitry is precisely aligned above the wafer. Ultraviolet light shining through the mask exposes the photoresist in specific areas, hardening it. With the intricate circuitry of the sensor etched onto the silicon wafer, our attention now turns to the individual pixels, the building blocks of a digital image. Each pixel contains a photodiode that converts light into an electrical charge. When a photon strikes the photodiode, it creates an electrical charge. The charge strength is proportional to the light intensity, but most photodiodes detect only light intensity, not color. Our journey now takes us from the microscopic world of silicon wafers and lens coatings to the bustling heart of camera production, the assembly line. Here, human expertise and robotic precision converge, transforming parts into instruments capable of capturing fleeting moments. Technicians, clad in sterile gowns and masks, work with focused intensity, their every movement deliberate and precise. As the camera body journeys down the assembly line, gaining complexity with each passing station, a parallel process unfolds, rigorous testing. Every component, every subassembly, undergoes a battery of checks to ensure it meets the stringent quality standards demanded by both the manufacturer and the discerning photographers, who will soon hold these cameras in their hands. At one station, a technician peers through a specialized lens, meticulously inspecting the sensor for any dust particles or imperfections that might mar the final image. A tiny air-powered brush, resembling a miniature vacuum cleaner, whisks away any stray particles. Section 3. Boxing up memories, from factory floor to photography. The air hums with accomplishment as the complete cameras reach the final stages of the assembly line. The focus shifts to careful preparation for their journey to eager photographers worldwide. Software, the digital lifeblood, is installed at one station. Technicians upload firmware controlling autofocus and image processing. On-screen prompts confirm the software installation, readying the camera for its first masterpiece. The digital brain software inside your camera. We've explored the physical components of a camera, from the lens that bends light to the sensor that captures it. But in the digital age, there's an invisible force at play: the software, the digital brain that orchestrates the symphony of light and electronics. Hidden within the camera's circuitry lies a sophisticated operating system, a marvel of embedded software engineering. This software controls every aspect of the camera's operation, from the moment you press the power button to the instant an image is saved to the memory card. Fine-tuning the orchestra. Calibrating for perfection. Imagine an orchestra, its musicians assembled, their instruments tuned. Without the conductor's guiding hand, the result would be chaos. Similarly, a camera requires calibration to ensure every component works in harmony. Technicians adjust each camera to meet exacting standards. The evolution continues cameras in a world of constant change. As we reach the end of our journey through the intricate world of camera manufacturing, it's clear that we've only scratched the surface. The quest to capture light, to freeze fleeting moments in time, is an ongoing odyssey. The cameras of tomorrow will continue to evolve at a breathtaking pace. Imagine cameras with sensors so sensitive that they can capture images in near darkness. A sustainable future, innovating with purpose. But the future of camera manufacturing isn't just about pushing technological boundaries. it's also about doing so responsibly, with a keen awareness of our impact on the planet. The quest for innovation must go hand in hand with a commitment to sustainability, ensuring that the cameras we create today don't come at the expense of future generations. Expect to see a greater emphasis on using recycled and recyclable materials in camera construction, reducing the industry's reliance on virgin resources. Manufacturing processes will become more energy efficient, powered by renewable sources, minimizing their carbon footprint.